What's going on, folks? Folkoramas, look here. I have no idea what's going on with this. Some of you guys are telling me that you can hear it. Some of you guys telling me that you can't. Whenever I play this back, like the one I switched it to a different mic now. So hopefully you guys are going to hear something completely different. So anyway, I hope that this works. So this guy sent to me the View Sonny Hostin making a comment about Governor Desantis. And I was just told to play a part in here. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it. I'm going to do my best to try to get you guys to hear this in here. I do not know. But if you are somebody that's been following my channel for quite some time, double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. If you're kind of new to the channel and all that, get an idea what this channel was about right before you hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I don't sit there and, oh my God, just subscribe to me right now. But what I do want you to do is get an idea what this channel is about before you do it. Also, you guys have a phone in your hand. You can share it with somebody in your contacts to let them know about this channel so voices like mine and others can get out there. If this is too loud, turn your volume down. I'm just saying I did what I could to try to help this out. I keep telling you guys I'm not in my studio. So anyway, the View Sonny Hostin calls Ron DeSantis a fascist and a bigot. So let me roll into this, guys. Here we go.
Energy. We need somebody who can get the country back on line, in line. Yeah, because it's if you can name me a Republican who has a shot to do that, that's what I'm more interested in, because
I think it'll Desantis. I hope it's not Desantis over in Florida, because I think he's a fascist. Desantis. I think he handled COVID miserably. I think he's a fascist and a bigot. But those are his good points.
See, to me, it seems like a lot of this stuff is all about, like, those are his good points. I mean, I guess it's all about funniness. Now, I'm not trying to be wrecked down on nobody, but, like, to me, this is like what I think about whenever I used to sit there as a young person in our church, and the ladies used to have, look, women of our church, look, that's on y'all. I'm not going to say your names, but this just kind of reminds me of a lot of times whenever they would get together and they would rat on somebody. And when I don't mean by rat on somebody, I should say roast somebody is what I should say. You know, they would get together and somebody that actually is doing something right in the church, they would be upset with that person for doing something right in the church. So a group of women would be cliquish. They would click together and they would throw shots like what she just did there. No, those are his good points. But she calling DeSantis, she calling him that. But yet at the same time, has she looked at the statistics of Florida versus everywhere else when it came to COVID deaths, et cetera, et cetera? Has she looked at that? Most likely no. Also, did we forget who was all going to Florida? Who was all going to Florida whenever this COVID stuff was going on? Wasn't Don Lemon with his white husband or white boyfriend, whatever he is, you know, the white supremacist person that has this hold on Don Lemon? Oh, that's right. Oh, Don Lemon didn't want to go to Florida. Of course, he wanted to put himself in dangerous Florida. So instead, I guess the white supremacist husband of his took Don Lemon, and took him there. Yeah, Don Lemon was caught there. And also, by the way, you know, what's up with that Mark Zuckerberg, all these things, I'm hearing a word. And whenever I tried to fly, people thought that I was a bird. Crazy AOC. Was not AOC busted there with her white boyfriend as well? So you got two black people that believe that we're all black people. We got two black people who believe that black people are doomed by white supremacy. They're married, or, you know, Don Lemon at least is married to a white man, I think, and AOC is engaged to a white man, and both of them were caught in Florida. There's some other names I can't remember off the top of my head because I'm not in my area where all my facts and everything are, to where I can show you guys about these particular celebrities or whatnot that actually end up going to Florida when Florida was supposed to be the huge cesspool for where COVID just thrived, right? Remember all that? So to me, I feel like they're doing the same thing already, getting ready to give him the same names that they gave Donald Trump. Donald Trump had us at an all-historical low with unemployment, HBCUs, historically black college universities, et cetera, had a ton of money donated to them from Donald Trump. The economy was the best that it's been in a super long time. All kinds of great things under Donald Trump, right? The reason I'm saying all that is because they called him the same exact names. He's the bigot. He's the bully. He's this. So wait a minute. DeSantis don't want sexualization of children at this crazy early age. Although I do have a problem. I'm just telling you, look, I'm just to me straight up. I have a problem with Desantis wanting, not that he wants it, let me get my words right. Desantis made sure that kids like K through the third grade, I want to say, or K through fourth or K through sixth, wasn't going to get this crazy sexuality nonsense they were trying to push. He shut that down. But what I also, to me, I disagree with is I would rather have him shut from K through high school down. Like, none of that is going to be talked about at all. If it was me, that's what I would do. DeSantis also signed all kinds of executive orders that kids in school are now going to have to learn about economics. I guess when you talk about financial literacy, he signed it into place. He also made sure that CRT was not going to be something they were going to be pushing in these schools as well, right? So now they can look at him as being a fascist and a bigoted because he's trying to protect the future. Yes, he's protecting the future by actually making sure that these kids are not going to have all this damnable indoctrination and ideology and narratives instilled into where they're going to be nothing more than a whole bunch of babbling, baby, loudmouth activists pushed out there in the world. Because I guarantee you, folks, mark my words, man, I cannot wait. Not that I want to see this, but I cannot wait to see that at least, let's say if there are some kids in school right now that are maybe 8 years old. 10 years from now, what those 18-year-old kids are going to look like is going to be a result of this rhetoric that's being pushed out there right now. So anyway, to me, she's becoming like Joy. I mean, she's becoming like, not Joy Bear, her co-host. She's becoming like Joy Reid, where somebody's just telling her, hey, we're going to give you this stuff right here, and we want you to just say anything on it. Just say anything. Because she's been making a lot of just crazy statements right now. And like I said, then her co-host, Joy Bear, the fact that she's like, oh, those are the good points. Turn on as if she says something that's of any significance. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It becomes like that group that I talked about from the church. I'm just being real. That me and a couple of young guys from our church, we would just kind of be nosy and see what the women are up there talking about. And then we would hear them up there gossiping about some other person in church. And then this person in church, we knew them. For instance, let me give you an example. Let's just say Sister A. She was really about God. She was really about relationship with Christ. She was really about, loving everybody. She was not about being in cliques. If somebody was doing something that was like kind of out of the order of what your representation should be, as if how you present yourself in Christ, let's just say they go out to eat. This person always wants to just cause trouble while they're going out to eat when they're with these group of women. So when she was with them a few times, she would just kind of call them out like, hey man, like, y'all, we shouldn't be treating this woman that way. Oh, here she go, being all this and that. So what happened is that she stopped going to some of those women's meetings. And next thing you know, we heard them talking about that very sister. We heard Sister B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, all the way to Z. We heard all them sisters talking about Sister A. And we were like, that's messed up, because Sister A was really about righteousness. She really was about trying to do the right thing and being a good representation of Christ when they go to restaurants or whenever they go out and about. And then Sister A would actually just sit there and say, it's really crazy, because I thought that these sisters that I looked up to, that I kind of got myself acquainted with, I thought that they would actually be of the same mindset, but they weren't. So what am I saying that for? The ladies on The View, Joy and all them, that's what they do. The way that they threw the jokes in there. Oh, there's good points and all that. And everybody kind of clapping, got into it. Oh, you said something that was funny. And by saying something that's funny, it breaks down people's defense, the frontal lobe with a reason and the thinking and all that takes place. It breaks those defenses down. And then when you laughing and clapping along with them, they can almost just infiltrate your mind with all kind of other rhetoric or narratives or ideologies that they want to put in there, because they already broke down your defenses by having you laughing. So you have to be mindful of that. And I know people say, well, Ty, you do the same thing too. Yeah, but at the same time, I let you guys know, go and check me on it. See if what I'm saying is true. Go look this stuff up. So it'd be cool if DeSantis actually got a hold of what Miss Sonny Hostin said and kind of threw back at him, because he's good for doing that. I like that about DeSantis. He is good about throwing things back at people's face that may have said something about him. Yet at the same time, he might just sit there and think to himself, I am not about to waste my time with these chicks that don't have a brain the size of a goose. You know what I'm saying? He might just come back at them with something like that. So anyway, folks, this right here is just becoming like a crazy pool. I wish, if you guys know anybody that's out there right now that might be in television production, can we get a real TV show out there? We can call it that Thai guy. I already presented this to somebody that I know, but I got to get a few more things in order to do that. But I would love to have a panel of men. But they don't want that. You don't want to see a panel of men and being men. I'm talking about men with real testosterone. Men, and we don't care if you call us toxic masculinity. We're going to get up there and we will talk about things with love, truth, righteousness, with peace. We're going to be about peace. We're going to be about the truth. right? But we're not going to be up there just want to be this show where we just trying to get our ratings up by bashing folks, just kind of saying dumb things. No, it's about having truth up there, because that's one thing that I hardly ever see. That since I haven't had cable in over 19 some odd years, but I asked my wife the other day, I said, what type of talk shows out there that there are men? My wife's like, well, there was one talk show called like Montel. It was a black guy. What happened to that? And then she also told me about a show called like Gerardo or something like that. And I think that's a dude that like, it's like a Fox contributor or something. I think he is. I think that's the right guy, because she said he was kind of Italian looking, had a big mustache. And then another show she mentioned, which I said that's a talk show, was like Maury or Jerry Springer. I said, those seem like they're just like entertainment shows or whatever like that. They don't seem like they come off as being like a real legit talk show. My point is, have some real patriotic American men on a panel like that. And even if we do something like that, and the women from The View was to throw shots at a show like that, we wouldn't even respond to them because we're above them. You know what I mean? We would say that I would have it to where if I was the person that actually owned the television broadcasting of that show, had rights to it, I would make sure that on our show, we're not going to respond to those women on The View because we're above that. If we bring ourselves down to their level, they will beat us at their level. Instead, now, if we do things off to the side, like y'all see me doing right now, where you respond to them personally on your own social media platform, good. But our thing that we would do if I had a show like that would be about always being patriotic, always about encouraging Americans, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever it is. If you come to this country, we would be encouraging you to be definitely patriotic, definitely loving this country, definitely about how you can do whatever you want to do, great things in America. We won't be about all these crazy rhetorics out there trying to throw shots at this person. Look how stupid he is. Look how dumb they are. It's going to be about actually pushing Americans to be nothing more but 100% American loving patriots, period. Everything won't be about politics. It'll be about fatherhood. It'll be about motherhood. It'll be about all kind of different things like that. But I think it'll give us a really good, a really good outlook. Instead of calling it The View, we're going to call it The Outlook. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, folks, let me know what y'all think of this nonsense right here. Like I said, I think she just doing this just for somebody just got something on there, just said, we need you for the controversy. Your name is already hot about saying some dumb stuff about certain people, so we want to just keep you doing like what Joy Reid is doing over there at MSNBC. I think that's what Joy Reid is on, right? I don't know, folks. Anyway, I hope this microphone is a little louder for you guys. I'd rather be loud and have you guys turn it down than be low and have you guys try to turn it up. So I don't know if this is going to work. Forgive me. I don't know. I'm not in my element, so forgive me, okay? Don't forget, folks, hit the like button right now. Like, click it right now so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm, all right? Appreciate it from you very much. Don't forget, double check to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Double check. If you're kind of new to the channel, just continue to fill it out if you feel like you're not ready to subscribe yet, all right? About to check out, folks. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I hope and pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.